Hi again, Ian Dainty here. This is the third video in a series, and today again looking at lead generation through social media, how to get leads through social media. Because really, when you say you want to do social media, what does that mean? It means you want to get leads to your website. So I want to look at just a quick review of the first two videos. The first video showed you a lot of statistics on how social media is used and the types of the numbers of people that come to it on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, etc., to show you that there really are millions and millions and millions of people that are using this every day and every hour of the day. So it's important that you understand that, and that's why social media can be a very important part of your marketing and lead generation. In the second video, we showed you the three factors your website needs to be effective. And of course, those three factors are, again, A, people have to find you, first of all. And B, then you have to engage them when they're at your website. And C, you got to find out who they are. So we talked about those three and different ways you can do that. And of course, it takes a while to get used to that. And you need a professional usually to work with you on that, unless you've got a whole marketing department that does it for you. So what is social media? Well, it's been a big buzzword for a while, and the real key is it good for B2B, business to business? And I say unequivocally, yes, it can be, and it is right now. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been able to do with it through this video and show you how to do it. The real key is you want to drive leads to your website. Okay, that's what social media is for, and that's what we talked about. And today I want to talk about the 7 best social media methods that you can use to do that. So let's look at those that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk again a little bit about the website, and I'm going to show you the types of results you can get, and a blog, and how important a blog is, and particularly a WordPress blog. YouTube, why it's important. Google Adwords are also very important for you. LinkedIn is a very good B2B site. Twitter, yeah, you can use it. I'm going to show you a different way to use it. Facebook fan page, we'll deal with that a little bit. And then the great thing about all of this is you can measure everything. So let's look at the website criteria again. Again, your website is your best marketer. And I can't stress that enough, how important your website is to your business these days. If you're going to use any type of online marketing, social media, whatever, then you need to have a better website. It's got to do those 3 things we talked about. And your visitors need to see with them, what's in it for me? Again, you got to engage them. So they want to see what's in it for them. They want to see that what you've got is something they need. And one of the ways to do that is through social proof and testimonials. And testimonials should have numbers in them. Ian's company helped us increase our revenue by 38% last year, helped us triple our customer base, which I did with one client. So that's what you got to do. And your potential clients search on the first page of Google, and that's something we're going to look at as we go through in just a minute. So what is a website criteria? We talked about it's got to be original content updated regularly. So that keeps them coming back because they realize that you're going to help them. Remember, there's 2 things you want to do with your website. You want to help them with their job, and you also want to help them solve issues. So your regular content can do that. And of course, the best ways we talked about before is with a WordPress blog. You got to capture your visitors' contact information so you can keep in touch with them, put them in the sales funnel, and start that process where you go through, because sometimes it can take up to 15 or 20 contacts. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3. Average is about 8 to 10, but sometimes it takes 15 to 20 contacts to get people. So you've got to put them in that sales funnel. You've got to communicate with them, as we just mentioned, all the time. You've got metrics that you can use, Google AdWords, and I'm going to show you some metrics from my website too. And of course, the idea is to engage them. Now, this is something from the first page of Google, but I'm going to show you how I got on the first page of Google here. So I typed in B2B business coach here, as you'll notice, and there's 12,700,000 pages that you can see. And if you go down past the first 3 ads, which they always have at the top, you'll see that I'm number 1, and I've got all kinds of things here. I can get lots of results. B2B business coach, and dominate that whole first page from for B2B business coach. And you might say, well, that's right, Ian, because that's your that's the name of your company. In actual fact, it isn't the name of my company. It's the name of my URL. Okay, so it's not the name of my company. It's actually the name of my URL. And so what I've done, my company is very different than that. It doesn't matter what it is, but my name is that. So you can see I've got the first one, I have the second one, I have the third one, I have the fourth one. So I've dominated. I have the fifth one. I've dominated B2B Business Coach. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to dominate the B2B Business Coach and or your page. And let's look at another one. Oops, I'm going to I'll change that a bit. I'll take that back again because that was the site. But again, just under B2B Business Coach, the first one, and with all of these things, the second one, the third one, the fifth one. So you see, I dominate the first page of Google when anybody puts in B2B Business Coach. And if they put in B2B Coach, let's see where I rank there. All right, I'm second. So I'm second on that page too. And there's 7.9, almost 8 million pages there. So you can do this if you do it well. Part of it's your URL, there's no doubt about it. But part of it's all the other things you do too. Okay? So that's something that you can use. The other thing, the next thing I want to look at is YouTube. Now, YouTube is owned by Google, and Google really likes it if you have YouTube videos on your website. What I do is, and they're easy to do if you use Camtasia, and you need to put videos here. You need to have videos on your website, and they need to be linked to YouTube. And obviously, you also ensure they link back to your website because backlinks are very important, particularly authoritative backlinks. And obviously, who could be more authoritative than YouTube because Google owns it? I do mine with Camtasia, and that's what I'm doing with it now. I record it with Camtasia, and then I upload it to YouTube, rather, and then I take that embedding and put it in my blog. So now I've got it going back and forth. And so it's important that you do this. And of course, this is great for search engine optimization too, as I just showed you, where I'm dominating the first pages of Google. So let's have a look at YouTube and show you just some of the pages that I've got on there and the videos I put up, just to give you an idea what you can do. You can see here's a video I put up on November 17th. I've already had 31 views, and here's another one at 28. Now you may say, that's not that many, but you know, these aren't viral videos. These are how-to videos. These are business-to-business videos, which don't necessarily go viral because I don't have, you know, as I saw the other day on a YouTube video, a dog jumping up and kissing a horse. I mean, these are educational. These are for you to learn something so you can understand how to make your business better, okay? So I get a number of views here. I get 18 on that one, 20, 23, 21, 30, 20, 35 views. One down here I got 40, 31. You know, so I put up a number of videos, 31, 22. So you can see I get a lot of usage out of my videos, and then I put them on my my website. Okay, back to the presentation here for a minute. The next thing I want to talk about is Google Adwords. So we've talked about YouTube. We've talked about your website. I want to look at Google Adwords because I think it's important, and whether you call that a social media site or not, it is in the internet and it is a social platform based because it's in the internet. And I believe it's the best B2B advertising tool there is. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. You use your keywords you put in your site that people search on, and so if you can't put them all in your in your blog or in your first couple of pages of your website, this gives you another way to do that and to use a number of keywords. And it's laser targeted to your market when it's done right. You get results right away. As soon as you put it up, you can start getting results. And as opposed to, say, your website, which might take 2 or 3 weeks to start getting some significant results. So you can get results right away. And then you can see what's working and what's not working in any ads. And nobody knows really what's going to work. Because although you know what your market is, you don't necessarily know exactly what people are going to look at right away. So it's really a good way to do it, to work it. And it helps capture contact information because you send people to a landing page. You have your keywords. So, well, let's look at the steps. So the first thing you have to do is some market research. We're going to go through 7 steps for Google AdWords to find out what your market is. Then you build your keyword list. Then you segment that keyword list into different ad groups. And you develop the offer you're going to have. Now, a lot of times in B2B, it's a free offer where you offer something free, and I'll get into that in a second. You construct your campaign and ads so that, and then you create your landing pages, and you must show complete transparency. Now, transparency here means that your keywords and your ads and your landing page all reflect, and those keywords are in obviously your keywords are in your keywords, but your landing page and your ads and your landing page also have those keywords exactly as you put them, and that's the transparency all the way through. And then you're always studying and researching because Google changes their algorithms all the time to really figure out what's going on. So the keywords, or the key points rather, in Google AdWords are your quality score is important. And I've just taken a couple of webinars lately by people who used to work at Google who suggested that if you don't have transparency, it's going to cost you more. If you do have complete transparency, you can pay up to 30, 40, 50% less than other people do with same keywords. You need tightly targeted keywords. And in actual fact, I learned that you should only have 1 keyword per ad group. That's interesting. So you got to make a lot of landing pages, but it's worth it. Mentioned there, a transparency keyword to add the landing page, as I just mentioned. Your click-through rate and conversions are important. Now, obviously, so what you want to do is get your click-through rate up by using negative keywords as much as you can, and using all the different variations of keywords, a phrase, an exact match, and to your advantage. And conversions are your most important thing, because that's what you want to do. When people go through your landing page, you want them to download your white paper or the software or whatever, so you want them to convert. And of course, you need to keep optimizing, as I mentioned, daily and weekly to keep it going. Okay, so they're the keys to Google AdWords, and you really should get it done by a professional, unless you have somebody on your staff who knows it really, really well, and then it can take up to a day a week for them to do it, so at least a half a day minimum. So you've got to have enough people who understand it to keep on top of it, to keep changing it, to ensure it's right, and to tweak it. All right, let's have a look at LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is really the best social media site for business to business, and I've used it a lot. I've got a number of contracts out of it. I get people contacting me daily about work, and I've picked up 3 good contracts, one quite a long-term contract out of it. You need to get your profile on properly for it to rank. And when people search, you get your profile on the first page, and that's really key. Then what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you how I got on the first page of LinkedIn. Here's my profile. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put on sales. All right, I'm going to type in the generic term sales to see where I rank. Notice there are over 9 million results. So over 9 million people have that. Now I'm not 1, 2, 3. I am 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm the 5th person on that page. So 9 out of 9 million people that have sales, I'm the 5th one. Now, I think that's pretty good. If you put in the term, as an example, B2B marketing, there's not quite as many because now you got 2 words instead of 1 in the key phrase. There's 211,000, but look at, I'm number 1 out of 211,000 people. If you put in the term B2B coach, again, I'm number 1. Now, there's only 11,000, but still 11,000 people claim to be a B2B coach, and I'm number 1. So you can see I've developed my profile so that it ranks really well on it. And as you can see, there's some certain things here. I'll go to my home. Go to home here. Five people have viewed my profile. I've got over 7,600, almost 7,700 direct contacts, which link me to over 18 million professionals. So there's almost over 23,000 new people in my network since today, November 20th. is when I'm doing this. So it's interesting to watch that and to see that it's important that you do have a LinkedIn profile and that you set it up properly in order to get ranked. Okay. So that showed you that. So I mentioned close to 7,600 first-level contracts, 6.7 professionals. I've got 3 full-time clients out of it. It's easy to rank here when you do it properly, like anything, and you need to rank here if you want to if you want to do it properly, and you want to have a you want to get people into your site. And that's really what social media is to get people to contact you by finding you. And so you got to be found, particularly in LinkedIn, which is really the B2B social site. And so you've got to find your way to do that. All right. Let's have a look at Twitter. I'm going to show you a way that's not the usual way that you use Twitter, and because I picked up a partner here, and I've got a unique way with this partner and what he does with this thing. It's a software to search Twitter, and it drives qualified leads to you, which is really what you want to do. And just imagine what you can do if you could do this. So let's have a look at this for a minute. I'm going to go to Twitter. I thought I already had it up, but I don't. So let's go to Twitter. In actual fact, what I want to do is this. I want to drive leads from this. Now, this is from a top chef, rather, not shelf. There's my Twitter page. I don't know why this isn't working. Let me try the band one and see if it works. And that's not working. I'm not sure what's going on with the internet right now where I am. So anyway, let me just show you the pages. You can see here, this is Learn How to Cook. And if you, and I'll make this a little bigger if I can. No, I can't. That's the size of it. But you'll notice when people put in here, I really need to learn how to cook, this Top Chef picks up. It says, free up your culinary skills and right now and learn how to cook. Here it comes now. Okay, so we'll just wait till this shows up. I don't know what happened to my internet there. It's usually very good. It's still not working properly. So every time it puts in, why not learn? Here's someone here. Everyone complaining out there not making breakfast. Better get up and learn how to cook. And then the Top Chef says, I'll teach you how to cook. Here's another one. New Russians love to cook. We love it too when you're cooking. So every time somebody tweets learn how to cook or love to cook or need how to learn how to cook, this goes back and shows them how, and shows their a link back to their website about learning how to cook. Here's a very similar one to buy a computer. Somebody says, I wish I had a laptop. Super prices for printers. Okay, well, it should have been that. I wish I had a printer. I wish that too. Ultimately, buy a new one. I wish my laptop would work. I wish that too. Maybe it's time for a new laptop. So this is Pixel. Every time somebody tweets that, when you use the software, it automatically sends them a link back to your website. So how powerful is that if you could use that? So that's another way that I can help you with Twitter. Now, Facebook. What you need to do in Facebook is set up a Facebook fan page, which is different than your normal pick. It's got to do with your business. It's not as good for B2B yet, but you get people to like it. So let me just go to Facebook here. I think I've set it up. Twitter B2B coach. Where is it? Let me go quickly to Facebook. Okay, so there's my there's Ian Dainty with B2B coach. And so we go to there. And there I am, Ian Dainty as a B2B coach. And you can see all my different blogs and posts that I've got up. And I've got some tweets and likes and all of that. Okay? So that's what you need for Facebook. And there's the there's my page there. So let me just pull that up so it's bigger. And there's my page as I just showed you. So you need a Facebook fan page. Now, the other thing we talked about were measurements. And you can now measure how campaigns are performing. You can measure how many by using Bitly and that. When you send people, there's a bunch of things you can do with that to see how many people click on your link that go to your your different links. You get instant feedback on it. I'm going to show you something on my blog. You can change it immediately. We talked about Adwords doing that. And they can show your marketing ROI. Let me go back just once more here to my statistics for B2B Coach. You can see this is from a cPanel, and almost all websites have cPanels. And you can see I'm getting a whole bunch. I've had over 10,000 unique visitors. This month so far I've had 1,056. And as I've been tweaking, it's getting bigger and bigger every month. 1,572. I should outdo that this year or this thing. So I'm getting all these unique visitors, and I'm having people spend quite a bit of time on my website. And you're going to see that here. Where are we? Here. Now, 86% are clicking through in less than 30 seconds. But let's look at 5 to 15 minutes. I got 42 and 70, 157, 152. There's 300, over 400 people have visited my website in the past 20 days and have spent at least 5 minutes on my website. And a whole bunch of them have spent 15 minutes to an hour. In fact, 157 have spent 30 minutes or more on, and 152 more than an hour on my website. So you can see I'm getting a pretty good drive-through. And this is B2B now. It's not B2C. And I'm getting people to so I'm getting some real good traffic through, and you can see where all your different traffic comes from. Okay, so we've seen the measurements. You've seen how it can be measured. So let's just review again the 7 factors for your website. Your website, your blog, YouTube, Google AdWords, which is really important. I think if you're not doing Google AdWords, you're making a big mistake. LinkedIn is your biggest B2B tool, along with YouTube and your website. Twitter, if you use this tool, it can really help you. You get your Facebook fan page all set up, and then, of course, you can measure everything. So it's very important that you use social media and you do it properly. And if you have any questions and you do want some help with it, please give me a call. And I'm going to do another video in a day or so showing you how you can get in touch with me and all the things that you can do and what I'm going to offer you in order for you to be able to use me or my resources. And I'm going to put out a program, too, in the next day or two and show you how it's going to work. In the meantime, if you want to contact me or leave a comment below, please do. It's at Ian@b2bbusinesscoach.com, and obviously, please call me anytime you want to. Okay? Thanks a lot. Till next time.